You guys aren't gonna like this. Turn away now. You're not gonna like it. Amanda sent me an email and said, talk about at Barefoot Is Legal on Twitter. I don't even want to read the rest of the email because I want you guys to be fully go into this thing blind. That wasn't a sentence. I want you guys to be fully go into this blind. Anyways, I watched 5 seconds of their pinned tweet. Let's check it out.
You can't go out not wearing shoes.
Well, actually, you don't need to wear shoes in public. It's actually healthy and legal for you.
It's healthy and legal. One of those is definitely true. The other one, it's healthy until you step on a shard of glass or get a rock in your foot or a freaking bug bites you or you get toe fungus or, you know, you start spreading your feet germs all over the grocery store you're in. Please don't pan down to her feet. Don't pan down to her feet.
It's legal here too. It's actually legal everywhere.
It's legal here too. It's actually legal everywhere. Cut the camera. Cut the camera. Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
There are no rules or laws about wearing shoes in public. After all, these silly
Stop.
things don't offer much protection anywhere. Safety first while driving. Did you know it's actually safer to drive barefoot than with flip-flops?
Than with flip-flops. It's safer to drive barefoot than with flip-flops. Not than with shoes. Do you notice how she didn't say than with shoes? Because if you drive barefoot and you get in a car crash, you could literally lose your feet if you're not wearing shoes. You could lose your feet. Why is she why not wear no clothes at all? If it's so nice outside, you know? It's nice and healthy for your skin to get all of that vitamin D. Is it vitamin D?
Walking barefoot has many benefits, such as foot strength, remedy to back pain, and natural body movement.
Does anyone notice how she's walking? Why don't we watch this back?
Such as foot strength, remedy to back pain, and natural body movement.
Notice how she's walking like a robot because she's trying to make sure she doesn't step on any rocks?
Such as foot strength, remedy to back pain, and
This lady is an NPC. She's from a video game.
natural body movement. It's okay to leave your shoes at home. It's perfectly safe and perfectly legal. Don't forget to like and subscribe, barefootislegal.org.
Why do they claim so many times that it's legal? I don't care if it's legal. I'm not walking barefoot. What if you have to go to the bathroom? Are you telling me she goes into a public bathroom with no shoes on? I'm gonna become a cop so I can arrest barefoot people. I like this. Hashtag cyberbullying? This person said in this tweet, one of your members did this video. Do you know who she is? And then they said, we're not releasing her information so you can track her down like a sex-starved dog. Oh my gosh, they came in so hot all of a sudden. She seemed to be walking like she is walking on broken glass. Is that normal with barefoot walking? Heard it was a little chilly the day it was filmed, but she was determined to go barefoot that day. Wouldn't you maybe say shoes would be a little smarter then? You know, that's maybe why you should wear shoes, because that would stop that from happening. They said, understood. It just seems like she's uncomfortable walking barefoot. What are ways to limit the discomfort while walking barefoot? Maybe walk with shoes. They also said practice, which is like if the person delivering the message isn't doing it, like they didn't have enough practice. They're the ones telling me to walk barefoot. Maybe they should practice before they tell me to walk barefoot. Y'all smell that? Smell what? Bare feet don't stink. They do. They do if you're walking in the grocery store with no shoes on. That's disgusting. They will stink. Is this satire? Why would people want to make this satire? If people are not interested, they find something else to read. That is why your page only has 70 followers. Why are they so mean? Whoa. Next up, they created this, which basically says that telling people they have to wear shoes is just as bad as racism. Oh my gosh. Is this a joke? Could it be a joke? I hope it's not, only because then I won't want to post this. And I just shot 2 videos that I just scrapped halfway through because they weren't interesting. So I'm hoping I get something good. Put some shoes on. Why? So you don't get cuts and infections? Do you ever get cuts on your hands? Are you worried about dying from an infection? You're walking on your feet. You are stepping on things. When I walk, my hands aren't smashing into rocks and dirt and wood chips and gravel and glass and dog shit. Are you worried about dying from an infection? I never mentioned anything about dying, but yeah, I'm worried about getting infections on my hands because that's nasty, not good for my health. I also don't walk on my hands. But you stick them in your mouth. We don't use our feet to eat. What? What does that mean? Do you walk into a public restroom with your shoes on and then touch them later to take them off? Yeah, but the part that I touch, I don't grab the bottom of my shoe with my hand to take it off. They're still going. It's been 2.5 years. Yeah, the last tweet was yesterday. The Mandela effect, believing something because others said it was true. First of all, that's not what the Mandela effect is. Check out my Mandela effect video. There was never such a law going against barefoot while driving in a car, going to a store, eating in public. Everyone thinks it is illegal. More people would actually not wear cheap sandals and go barefoot. No, that's not true. I'd much rather wear cheap sandals because my feet aren't touching the ground. I don't want my feet to touch the ground. They just keep posting these links. Yo, Jimin is part of the Barefoot Is Legal campaign. For me, it's barefoot. I think it's got to be barefoot when I'm doing a traditional style dance. It looks sharp and attractive when I wear dress shoes, but it always feels more natural to express myself barefoot. It's more dynamic. Yeah, I think it's a little bit different when you're on a stage than when you're in a grocery store in a bathroom. When did we decide that this was weird and this was normal? No one thinks that not wearing shoes is weird. It's where you wear the shoes. Where you wear the shoes. You can be barefoot if you're playing around in your yard, or if you're in your house, or if you're at the beach. Don't do it at the grocery store. Don't do it in a parking lot. Don't walk in some city with no shoes on. It's bad. It's bad. I'm a girl and I hate shoes. If I could go everywhere barefoot, I would. What does that have to do with being a girl? Is that a thing? Like, guys don't have to wear their shoes, but girls do. If anything, I'd say the other way around. Guys have stinky feet. A fast food employee yelled at me for going barefoot. He said that there might be glass on the ground. I asked what glass products they sold. He said they do not sell things with glass. A manager came over and said that I should at least wear flip-flops. I might drop a hot French fry on my foot. I asked him how my friend's sandals would protect against falling French fries. He then just took my order without issues. Okay, first of all, obviously this didn't happen. This is gross. This is a gross picture. You are a gross person. If you do not sell anything with glass, you cannot use the hashtag fake news of glass on the ground. Hashtag Friday night. What? Did you know going barefoot into a store or restaurant is 100% legal? Everyone wears cheap flip-flops because they want to go barefoot, but afraid they are breaking a law. That's not why people wear cheap flip-flops. It's not because they are scared of breaking the law. It's because they still have something on their foot. It's got to be a joke. But if it's a joke, it's the biggest freaking joke of the century because they've been doing it for 2.5 years. Why is this photo so offensive to people? Oh, it's just gross, dude. Why do you, wow. It's nothing except for the fact that you're a gross person. Every day, almost 4,000 auto accidents are caused by shoes. These crashes could have been avoided by simply taking off the shoes and driving barefoot. It says right here, over 1.4 million car crashes are caused annually by unsafe shoes. Okay, the alternative shouldn't be take off your shoes, because if you get in a crash, you're going to lose your feet. The alternative should be wear safe shoes, right? Maybe wear safe shoes. Oh, this is a good meme. 25,000 women were asked, what is your most hated article of clothing to wear? Here are the top 4 answers. This is not how the format of Family Feud works. You maybe should shift this over. Culture shock, masks mandatory, shoes optional. There are people so addicted to shoes, they make pizza deliverers wait 10 minutes so they can find and tie their sneakers. Wait, what? How does that work? If the pizza man shows up, answer the door? What? Who ties their shoes to get the pizza from the front door? Is that a thing? Can you tell me in the comments if that's a thing? Has anyone ever put their shoes on? I know people don't take 10 minutes to put their shoes on, but have you even put your shoes on just to take the pizza from the door? If the pizza man shows up, answer the door. Don't make dude wait so you can find your Nikes and tie them while he is holding food. He doesn't care that he sees your feet. Hashtag Wednesday thoughts. Why do people wearing these get offended when people do this? What, is it that hard to understand? It's not about whether or not people see your feet. It's about the safety and the cleanliness of it. How many times do I have to say that? I want to get in Twitter beef with these people. Can we just get in some Twitter beef? Because they always get so angry. Most people that wear flip-flops have considered doing this so they can go barefoot. That's not true. You're saying 50%, more than 50%. Most people that wear flip-flops have considered getting a tattoo of flip-flops on their feet. On their feet. On their feet. That's right, guys. I'm now editing this live. You see this? I got my Stream Deck, so I don't have to edit as much in post. I just can go on their feet. It's pretty smart of me. Here's a behind the scenes peek at sound check for tonight. Okay, I'm done talking about barefoot people. And to end this video, that's it. That's right. In all its glory, my foot, my bare foot.